There's a different feel to life now. Things have slowed down. My focus has shifted, and my priorities have changed. It's a new year, and I've taken a step back to reevaluate. While I've been quiet on here, a lot has been going on. The way I eat, the way I train, and the way I approach my health has all evolved. It's been about building a life that actually feels good, stronger, cleaner, and more in tune with what really matters. It's a completely new direction. So let's pull back the curtain and dive into what's ahead. Good day, and welcome to the new year, 2025. I'm back down in Maryland. It is a cool 10 degrees right now. The last time I made a video here, I was out there swimming or probably on a boat. And now, as you can see, it is all frozen over. But I got a lot that I'm up to and that I want to fill you guys in on. So let me head on inside and warm up a little bit. Okay, I'm back inside. Feels like a lot has happened the last couple of months since returning from South America. But the number one thing, and the thing that I'm going to be covering a lot going forward, is my healthy lifestyle shift. So what does that mean? I've been very active over the course of my entire life, really, but not very mindful of the things that I put into my body and onto my body. So all of the food, all of my products, I've made drastic changes to in the last several months. I've become a lot more aware of what are in these foods and products and the things that they do to harm your body. So this is what I'm going to be covering over the next couple of months. It's been a complete overhaul of essentially every aspect of my life in a lot of ways. So I want to start off by taking you through the house and the things that I've been making changes to and why I've been making those changes. All right, I'm going to start in the kitchen first and right at the sink. I'm going to go pretty quick through this because it's a lot. But I've traded these scrub brushes for these silicone ones. These contain a lot of bacteria. These do not. Then the dish soap, free and clear of all fragrance and perfume, all that just crazy ingredients. I've eliminated that by purchasing the better brands. So this one is Wegmans. Ecos makes a pretty good one as well. Swinging around to this stove top, I have traded these non-stick pans for all stainless steel cookware. The ones back here contain Teflon, which you do not want to be heating up and putting your food on. These do not contain the Teflon. In essence, why I have switched almost all to this, and I'm very, very conscious to try not to eat really anything that's cooked in these. Now, moving into the fridge. A big thing for me recently has been the use of glass containers instead of the plastic ones for Tupperware. I think putting your food on plastic probably isn't the best thing, especially if you're heating up that plastic in the microwave. That is not a good move. These can go right into the microwave. You can heat it all up. Very, very non-toxic and really easy to switch a lot of that out. And then another thing has been trying to eliminate the use of tap water. I'm not perfect on this, but I love these water bottles here that are filtered. I've used this traveling extensively in the Middle East and in South America, filling up right from the tap. I never had any issues. It filters out all of the bad chlorine and minerals, microplastics through this filter. Okay, now I'm going to move into the bathroom. So this is where I've made a lot of big changes as well. Starting with my shower products. I only use two things. This is a shampoo and face bar that's mostly tallow, goat's milk, egg yolk, and then I think castor oil. So very, very natural. And then the same goes with this one. This is the soap that I use. It's just a few ingredients. Mostly it is tallow though. And it's very natural, doesn't have huge scents of fragrance and all that. It's been pretty good to say the least so far. Okay, and then for lotion, I use this tallow-based lotion to rub on my shoulders and a little bit of my back. Works pretty good so far. And then for a face moisturizer, I just use beef tallow. 100% natural, only one ingredient, and it works great. And then for deodorant, I have eliminated the aluminum deodorants, antiperspirant. I've switched over to this tallow deodorant. This works great, and I haven't had any issues. Even traveling extensively throughout South America, I used this. And on those bus rides, airplanes, I never had any problems. I've cut down a ton on the ingredients and made changes to try and make all of my stuff as natural as possible. Now in here with the laundry room, if we go up here to the detergents, this stuff here, I've cut out all of this Tide stuff full of fragrance, and I have switched over to Earth Breeze laundry detergent sheets that are fragrance free, only a few ingredients, non-toxic. I use these traveling in South America. Great travel product. They take up no space. No big scents, but they do clean your clothes quite well. Over the course of just a few months, I have made an enormous amount of changes, and I feel a hell of a lot better as a whole. And that's going to segue over into the food-related things. Don't even get me started. There's so much. So I'm going to transition over again and get out of here. All right, now let's run to the grocery store. Got to get some things for dinner. Just pulled up at the Acme. One thing I will say about down here, the grocery store options aren't the greatest. Basically, you have Acme, Redner's, a Walmart, and a Food Lion. There is a Sprouts in Middletown, but that's about a half hour. So I'm just heading in here, show a more realistic way of how I do it. When I go into a grocery store, I feel like I'm seeing the place completely different than most people in here. If you look back here at all these aisles, it's full of just pure shit. So I tend to spend most of my time on the outskirts, so a lot of the produce and over in the dairy and then the meat. I don't go in many of the middle aisles anymore, but in here they do have some organic options, as you can see here. So what I'll do, it depends on the specific food you're looking for, but apples, lemons, oranges, some vegetables, I'll definitely always get organic. But then on something like a melon over here, I'm going to pick this up because you can buy these non-organic and it doesn't make too much of a difference. So just a lot of research has been done. Spent a lot of time on each and every food, seeing what I can buy organic and what's safe to buy non-organic. Okay, so moving on. Something else that's very, very helpful are some of these apps where you can scan the barcode of any food or any product, and it'll tell you if it's good or bad. If it's bad, it'll list all of the ingredients that aren't good for you and why they're not good for you. So that's been very, very useful this year. But honestly, I never thought I would enjoy going into grocery stores so much. I feel like it's sort of a challenge navigating this maze of just bad products, and it's fun that way. I spend a lot of time going through these stores this year, and I generally enjoy it. It's been a learning curve each and every step of the way. All right, so that's that. Head back to the house. Okay, I'm back from the store. All the food's put away. I'm not going to get into what I'm making. I'm going to save that for next week's video where I have a bunch of recipes I'll walk you guys through. But I just want to talk about the main pillars of changes from a food standpoint. The first is eliminating all seed oils. I talked about it a little bit over the summer, but those oils consist of canola oil, vegetable oil, sunflower oil, and a lot more, which are very highly inflammatory and harmful to your body. So when you look in like your cupboard here, all the snacks, those oils are in almost everything. So I've just eliminated a lot of snacking and shopping in those main aisles like I mentioned, and being more mindful of reading the labels on everything that I buy to make sure there's no seed oil in it. And then in terms of cooking, I just use beef tallow, butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, and then maybe olive oil every once in a while. Those are the healthy oils which contain a lot of healthy fats that are beneficial for humans. So then the next pillar is eliminating all processed foods. So again, the middle aisles, all that garbage, I just don't even bother with it. You can probably guess what I'm talking about. A lot of those snacks, desserts, that just really isn't even food for the most part. That is just all gone from my eating. And I don't even think about it really anymore. And then another is this sugar. So processed sugars. I've kind of tried my best to get rid of a lot of that and replace it with all natural sugars. So just real quick, a few examples. Things like dates. These are incredible. Kiwis, organic apples, bananas, and a bunch of other fruits that just have a lot of natural sugars that are beneficial to your body. So those are the three main pillars. I used to think it was almost impossible to accomplish this, but through a lot of research, I've come to realize it's really not that hard to cut out those three things and replace for really healthy and natural foods. You have a lot more clarity through my thinking, a lot more energy, which is where I want to transition next into how that food fuels my body and allows me to get a lot more done throughout the day. All right, just woke up, 6 a.m. Time to go hit this workout. This is my Get Stronger at Cycling workout that I hit 3 to 4 days a week. So I just opened up with a 15-20 minute run. Not as cold today. It's been literally in the teens the last couple of weeks, but that ain't gonna stop me. Now down to the basement. All right, let's get into this. So every time I do this workout, I'm doing the same exercises. Maybe I'll throw in a couple variations here or there. But I start off with some jump squats. Maybe hold a couple weights in my hand here. I got tent weights. Then I move over to lunges. Little janky, I'm doing it with paint cans as weights. Do 20 of those. And then go over, use the boat trailer to help, and do 10 to 15 jump squats on each leg. Then move over and do a minute 30 wall sits. So that's it. It looks simple, but it's actually pretty hard to get through it. It's a nice HIIT workout to get things going. I do it in my sweatshirt and sweatpants, and I don't take that shit off. By eating the right way and eliminating a lot of those unnecessary ingredients, I really have allowed my body to thrive in these workouts. Today I'm doing this. Tomorrow I get up and go for a 5 to 6 mile run. Once I get going on this thing, I'm going to be feeling great after doing this for several months. And not only just here, but while I was in Bolivia too, hiking up those mountains, it was no freaking joke. And if I didn't eat the right way, I would not have probably made it, as I've mentioned in my Instagram content of recent. So this has been a huge, huge bonus to eating the right way and fueling myself properly. So after my workouts, I like to come up, have a nice breakfast full of a lot of protein, and that allows me to set up my day for a lot more productivity. I feel like I have a lot more mental clarity, a lot more energy, and I just feel better after I get a workout in. So that's basically most days throughout the week, but right now I gotta go back home. There's a few things going on in Pennsylvania.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
This is the latest purchase.
We're gonna have fun with this little thing.
I'll give some more information at a later date. Tonight's the night. Big night in the city of Philadelphia. Fingers crossed. Yep, you probably already know. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. An amazing night, so satisfying watching them win and then capturing the scenes afterwards. This is the best sports city in the United States. The passion is just unmatched, as you can see in some of these photos. So much fun to be down there. These moments don't happen very often in the city of Philadelphia, so you just have to soak it all in. All right, that was fun. A little off topic, but I just had to throw that in there. That's going to wrap up this video as I transition back down here to Maryland. Hopefully this gave you guys a little bit of an update and a transition into what I'll be talking a lot about this year, which is the health-related things. Going to be talking to a lot of people this year in the health community and just seeing what's going on and bringing you guys a lot of useful information in the coming months that you can hopefully implement into your own life to feel a lot better. Stick around. Got a lot of content that is soon to be on this channel. So thanks for watching and stay tuned. We got another one coming next week.